you can still get pregnant from pre-scripting, so be careful with that. Hello, boys. Hello, girls. And hello, non-binary individuals. And welcome back to the number one judgiest place on the internet. My name is Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
Back and in a better mood than ever.
You got it.
You guys are very springy over there.
I was wearing shorts earlier.
That's wild.
Well, he just got new swim trunks for our trip.
So you were just wearing them around the house?
Yeah, but they looked really good on me.
Mesh in?
It did have mesh. Well, it wasn't really mesh, but it was like kind of spandex material.
Okay, that's better than mesh.
Yeah.
More comfortable to wear.
Yeah.
What's up with... There's no way mesh was our best... the best thing we could have done for that long.
I guess it probably dries out the best. I guess that's probably the idea behind it.
What the idea behind it is. What about you, Erica? Any mesh in your underwear? Or your swimsuit?
No.
Interesting.
Consider yourself lucky. It's one of the many negatives about being a man.
Yeah.
Mesh in the swimwear.
Yeah. It meshes everything up.
Boo.
Anywho.
It's deserved.
Guess what?
What? Chicken butt?
Is that the guess you want to go with? No. My grandma died today.
Is that why you're in such a good mood? Is this one we hated?
Yeah.
No, it's actually one we loved.
Wait, really?
Oh, is that what I thought you said? Is this where we end it?
No, I said, is that the one you hated?
Oh no, I really loved her a lot, actually.
Yikes!
I'm pretty upset.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in good moods, Josh.
You guys were wearing swim trunks on the day your grandma died.
Yeah. Well, we've got a trip to Italy coming up. So.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Was it like foreseen death? Was it sudden?
Well, she had what they call failure to thrive. So.
What does that mean? That sounds like the weirdest 90s Hallmark movie insult.
She stopped eating, stopped drinking, wouldn't take her meds, slept all day. She just
stopped.
She just stopped.
Seems like a not that bad of a way to go, I feel like.
Yeah.
You're sort of like, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they put her on hospice and yeah. Anyway. Now you know grandma died.
How come none of the bad ones die, am I right?
Well, I don't want any of my grandparents to die. So
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Not a single
Can I get
one.
that in writing?
I really love all of them.
Interesting.
Some of them I liked more than others.
Okay.
This one, not kind of my favorite. So.
Well.
Really sucked.
So I hope you don't got a lot of death in your stories, Josh.
I have been kind of not milking it, but like I got to say goodbye. So I'm like, feel like I've already kind of processed her death before it even happened. But, I was with Courtney and Heather. We were at Marshall's in the checkout line and I was talking about how I had to go. It was the day I was going to see her and say goodbye, but I had my wax appointment. I was like, well, I can't cancel on her. Mm-hmm. And then they were giving me a hard time about it. And I was like, what? I was supposed to go see my dying grandma with a full bush? And there was a lady standing behind me and she just like I could just feel her clutching her pearls. I didn't even have to look at her. I could just feel her be like, oh my God.
Well, I mean, you know your grandma better than everyone.
Yeah.
She probably wouldn't have wanted to go in there, full bush.
Exactly. And then Courtney came over today and she's like, oh, I did my grandma's nails today. And I told her what happened to your grandma. And she baked, my grandma baked you some cake and some other stuff. And I was like, well, that's nice. Wish I had a grandma. She was just like, Jesus Christ.
Well,
I got one more because I'm really milking it.
Yeah.
She was yucking it up.
She texted me and she was like, so what are your plans for Saturday? And I was like, yeah, probably a funeral. She's like, oh, okay.
Wait, is this why we moved recordings?
No. I was asked to play on a volleyball team. And I said, if you give me enough notice, because the league's on Friday nights. So if you give me enough notice, I can rearrange some things. And so he gave me like 2 weeks notice. I was like, yeah, for sure. And then he texted me and was like, just kidding. our other girl was able to make it work. I'm like, dope, thanks.
Let me know if her grandma needs to die.
I'll let you
arrange
know.
something, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But the funeral actually is next Friday, so we will have to reschedule that day.
We'll talk about dates later.
Okay.
You guys going on a date?
Yes.
This is fucked up.
No, the fruit.
Ooh, never had one.
Isn't it like a plum?
Probably.
Probably.
Does it make you shit?
Probably. Anywho, we don't just talk about dead family members in this podcast. We also open up mail on this podcast,
shit.
Ricky. And there are 2 cards right in front of you. We got to go through speed. We have so
Here.
many cards. One of these is from November.
You read yours and I'll read mine.
Christmas
Dear
card.
Judgies, you can use my
Hi,
name.
Judgies.
Long-time listeners.
I,
First time.
Haley, she/her, yes.
Do we want
to
to commit to this bit?
wanted to compose a poem, capital P, in honor of
I'm
Josh.
editing it. I'll have one ear be one of us talking and the other ear will
We
be
cannot
me
do
talking.
that, but I'm going to continue.
No, yeah, it'll be fine. Keep going.
No.
Oh,
If you're
okay,
gonna
you
go,
can
I'm not
first.
gonna go.
Okay, you can just go first.
Do I need to grab a card?
If you read, I'm
No,
going to be
because
really
I'm
mad.
doing stereo. I don't have whatever Pink Floyd recorded their one album in where they had 4 different ones. Those fuckers.
Anyway, Haley says, I wanted to compose a poem with a capital P in honor
Long-time
of
listener,
Josh
first-time mailer. I love
to
you
say
guys.
how much
Thank you for
I
always making
love
me
you
laugh.
3.
Yeah.
I've been listening
Y'all
since
got me
early
through.
2021.
Thank
and
you.
honestly, feel like we are all friends. Christian
We're
is
not.
my favorite, even with those teeth.
What the fuck?
She's a dental hygienist. She's an orthodontist and it's like, get it fixed, you fucker.
Even with those teeth, because if the Rimmel London model can get away with it, so can he. That's all.
Yes.
Merry Pissmas. Love Haley.
Thank you, Haley.
But the poem,
Okay.
it spells out piss. She
Oh,
yes,
cute.
cute little penguins on the front.
Thank you, Haley Shear.
Thanks you.
She her.
Thank you, Haley. This one comes from Hannah. Dear Judgies, you can use my name. Hannah, long-time listener, first-time mailer. I love you guys. Thank you for always making me laugh. You all got me through some long days in the lab. Congrats on being parents to an awesome 1-year-old. Congrats on 2 of you being able to quit jobs. I just graduated college, early childhood education,
Hell yeah.
at my big age of 29. So it's an exciting time for me. Happy holidays to you all. You've made my Christmas card list. PXPX, Hannah.
Thank you. And Erica, if you look to your left, there's a package ready to be opened.
Your Christmas card's very cute, Hannah. Yes. Package.
This is all at P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois, 61350. Thank you very much for sending stuff in.
It says, saw this and knew I had to get it for Christian. Merry Christmas, buddy. At Horizontal Giraffe on Discord.
Smitty!
Oh my God.
I thought it was a mouse
What
pad,
is this?
if I'm being for real.
I thought it was, yeah.
Oh my god. What is this?
The juice is loose.
Is
It
this
is.
a Discord bit that I don't understand?
No, it's just
It's just O.J. Simpson driving a Ford Bronco away from the cops
that's
on a flag.
that really rocks.
Okay.
Well,
The juice is loose, guys.
Did he call himself the Juice because his name was OJ?
Yeah,
It
he was
was
a
his-
professional football player
yeah.
before.
I know that, but I didn't know that was like his nickname.
yeah.
Okay.
That was in the era of football player nicknames.
He's one of the
The
greatest.
fridge.
That's William Perry on the Bears.
The ice box. No? Oh.
No, Matty Ice. That's probably what you were thinking of.
Definitely what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played for the on 3, 1, 2, 3
Dolphins.
Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
And the Colts, actually.
What?
You said Dolphins.
What did you say?
The Falcons and the Colts, actually.
What did I say?
The Dolphins.
Colts?
Are you sure?
I'm 90% positive. Anywho,
Whoop-de-woo.
this is in the same vein as the listener submitted mail because somebody sent us an email very early in January that says, if you read this in the podcast, you can use my name. It's Steph. I've been thinking of writing into you guys for a while, but I heard that in the New Year's episode with the listener who inherited their grandma's cards with no one to send to, I paused the episode and wrote this. I moderate a subreddit called r/randomactsofcards and thought it might be a good place for anyone with an itch to
Aw.
send snail mail to check out. Also, I will be / have sent you a piece of mail. It is very NSFW, but I have an explanation which I'll include on the card. Love what you do. Thanks for making me laugh, Steph. So if you come across cards and you just want to send cards to people, r/random acts of mail. Random acts of cards. Sorry. Isn't that kind of cool?
That is a good idea.
I thought that was interesting.
We have a friend that likes to send cards still.
I bet my grandma would have loved that.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, she might be writing cards upstairs or downstairs. We don't know what she did in her life.
This is the part of the podcast where we don't just be sad all the time. We podcast on this podcast. And what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories. And today,
I have a question.
what's up?
Do you hate doing that? Like, are you over it? You
He
can be honest.
was.
This is a safe and open place.
So what gave it away when I said I was getting over it like 12 episodes ago?
It's been longer than that.
Did you actually say it?
Yeah.
He
you
tried
got
to
very
steer away
upset
from
with
it multiple times, and you were not.
r/legaladviceuk.
Okay, Joshua, you don't have to do it anymore. I'm giving you permission to end the bit.
In honor of your grandma.
No, just I was thinking about it before she died.
Now you have to keep it going for like 2 or 3 more episodes.
Whoop.
What's the subreddit?
Legal Advice UK.
Okay.
Legal advice. Ugh.
Police have seized my wife's laptop after one of her friends discovered and reported my wife's modded version of Skyrim.
How many extra U's are in that title?
0.
Oh, okay. Not your
Because that's how armor is supposed to be spelled.
Fuck. You can get arrested for modded Skyrim.
Hey,
Lock my ass up.
guess one of the mods.
Realistic boobs.
Anyhow,
I think it comes standard when you download the mod manager.
Yeah.
It goes, "You want this one, correct?" Then it's realistic boobs.
yeah, it's a default option, sure.
You
All
have to opt out.
All the
actually. It's crazy.
giants have realistic boobs now. The dragons, Fusto Rava.
You can get it from the top. I'll edit it for you.
Fusto Ula La. Location, England. My wife left her laptop at a
You're
party.
who?
My wife left her laptop on at a party at a friend's house. There's a lot of questions in this.
Yeah.
Why are you on your laptop at a friend's house at
During a party?
Why do you have your laptop at your friend's house during a party? Why were you on the laptop at your friend's house at the party?
Why'd you
Why
leave
are you
it
leaving
open?
it open?
You're going to have another question after this. One of her friends apparently booted up Skyrim
Oh no!
on her laptop.
It's rude.
Why would you do that? And discovered that my wife has installed quite a few NSFW mods on it.
Okay.
This includes non-human enemies, such as wolves, attempting to non-consensually mate with the player.
Whoa.
The police seized her laptop 2 days ago, and this morning. And this morning, she had just received a request to attend an interview at the station. They had advised her that her laptop will likely not be returned until mid-2025. But if she complies with the investigation, it may expedite the process. Should she attend this interview? Is it okay for me to go with her to offer support? My wife has quite a few rather unusual fetishes, but these arise from childhood trauma, so I usually just let her do her thing. Additionally, the friend who found the Skyrim wolf stuff has been posting about it on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and emailing my wife's employer, who he doesn't seem to realize is actually another relative who doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
Is there any
Nepo?
action that can be taken against this individual?
Kick his ass, I guess. I don't know.
What a weird frickin' story. What's going on in England? Werewolves of London?
Oh.
Where were London?
That's one of those stories where so many more questions.
Yeah.
I'm left with so many questions. How are you getting arrested for werewolf mods? Like, I get they're weird, but I don't.
Not even werewolves, actually just wolves.
So is it bestiality that she's getting charged with?
I don't know. And like, she's not the one who created the mod. You would think that that would be the person who would be potentially
Yeah,
at fault here.
Do we know that for sure, though?
What's that?
That she didn't create the mod?
I guess not necessarily.
When was this posted that they're not getting the laptop back for another year?
Well, I mean,
If it was posted in like 2022 and it's like She's
No.
not getting her laptop back for 3 years?
I found it on Monday, January
Okay.
15th.
Okay. No,
So,
I just don't think it was that dumb of a question.
I mean, regardless of when I said it, it was going to be at least a year. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying it could have been. It
Could have been 2 years.
Yeah.
Double the time. This is what a weird friend. The whole thing's weird.
I don't think it's a friend.
Why are you on your laptop at a party?
Yeah.
Why did you leave it there?
Yeah.
That's something that you remember. You do wallet, phone, keys, laptop that I brought in a bag. Why did your friend randomly hop on it?
And how far into Skyrim playing did you're like, oh, that was a weird mod. What the fuck?
And then why?
I don't think I've ever ran into wolves in Skyrim.
You didn't have the wolf mod on.
Okay.
It's a 2-pack. And then also, why the fuck is he like calling the boss about it
Yeah.
and posting on it and like publicly? It's so strange.
Yeah, it's so European
I
to
feel
me.
like we're not getting the full story.
That's what it feels like.
Like there had to have been something even worse than that.
Well, right, because like that, like obviously that's a pretty fucking surreal and strange and sick and honestly fucked up mind mod.
Sure.
I'm not saying it's like a good mod to have downloaded.
No.
But it's confusing.
It's confusing.
That was just a fun, silly little goofy one I found.
It'd be cool
How
if
did
we
you
got an
even-
update.
I would love an update.
Well,
Also, what is he even asking?
they want to charge the friend. They want
Okay.
to legally charge the friend who's going online and libeling his
Libel?
wife.
I mean, we can't even begin to give advice because that's the UK legal system.
Yeah.
Not that we would. Yeah.
We know the American legal system.
They're
No,
so
for sure. We totally know every law that there is.
they're way different. They got powdered wigs on still.
We are.
That's
in
kinda
fact,
fuck up.
The Judgies. So
That's right.
That's sick
They don't
and
even have
twisted.
judges over there. They're Justiciars.
What?
They're-
Justice ours?
Yeah. Justiciars, whatever, how you want to pronounce it.
I don't know.
Justicars.
They also don't have lawyers, right? Aren't they called like solicitors or something like that?
Yeah, that's why you put up the no soliciting sign. That means you can't get sued.
I don't think that's what that means here.
Not here, but in England where everything's upside down.
Sure.
This is from Teddy. Off submitter. This is from r/Chipotle.
Ooh.
Whoop.
Teddy says, hello, Judgies.
Hello, Teddy.
Feel free to say my name. Whoop, whoop,
Say my name,
motherfuckers.
say my name.
I'm bringing in a story that does not involve people being nasty. Just a story about Chipotle. And I'm not going to say
Nasty.
the rest of that sentence because it spoils it. I think the employees at my local Chipotle are selling their own food.
Okay.
What does that mean?
My local
It's too fucking good. This can't be Chipotle.
My local Chipotle had mac and cheese, ribs, and mashed potatoes this week.
Whoa.
Like in an aluminum dish that they had in the serving area.
Yeah.
They said it was a special, and that happens sometimes. I've never seen it before. I suspect the employees are serving their own food out of the Chipotle.
No, this happens sometimes. Sometimes corporate tells us, hey, we're selling ribs and mac and cheese today.
The mac and cheese and ribs were really good. They still did it in the bowl, and some people were getting it in burritos. I'm torn. Should I report this? Let it go? It's kind of cool, but I feel kind of not.
Shut the fuck up, Narc.
What does it benefit you to narc? Like I don't.
It would be an unsafe
food safety
food.
thing,
Yeah.
I guess.
Edit. I sent a note to the contact us on the Chipotle website, just complimenting
Narc.
them on the new barbecue items, and someone got right back to me asking if I could do a quick call for a store location.
You meant barbacoa, right? That was a typo?
Oh, I mean, that's how you know this shit's fake too, because it's like nobody's responding to you. That like if I emailed McDonald's corporate and was like, bro, those hot dogs were crazy today, they're not gonna be like, where the fuck did you eat a McDonald's hot dog? They're gonna be like, what are you messaging us for? You clearly didn't eat at McDonald's.
There's only one way to find out. We gotta go to McDonald's.
We're not going to McDonald's. We can email McDonald's and say we had a great McDog.
We gotta go steal. Well, here's the thing: we need to steal a receipt first. That way we can be like, no, we definitely ate there, and I got a McDog. It's just not on the receipt.
We'll fabricate a receipt. We don't need to go steal a receipt that isn't going to say McDog on it.
Okay, I'm just saying. They're going to ask. They're going to want to know your order number and shit. They're going to start asking questions.
The clown's coming for our asses. Now I don't know what to do. I don't think I'm going to reply because I truly love my local Chipotle. Edit 2, Chipotle rep reached back out. They said that they actually are testing out some new things in new markets, so they asked for which store it was so they could ask how it's going.
If that's Israel, that's so funny. It's like, oh, no, actually, that's crazy. We are actually selling barbecue and macaroni and cheese, so just tell me tell me where you live.
Well, the
real
thing,
quick.
he's from the South, and he went to a combination Chipotle cookout, and he ordered from the wrong menu. It was so high. I told them which store it was, and they said they'd check in with the team there. Sounds like this might be all good, and I might get this store the props they deserve.
No, everybody's fired.
So all of these calling me Karen can relax. I love my Chipotle.
That store manager's done. All those employees are fired.
Edit number 3. This is a full-ass fucking story. I love it. I hope this is the last update I have to give here. So this got more feedback than expected. I'm not a Karen or a narc. I just thought it was weird Chipotle had barbecue. It was good, though. I can't get over the fact that he ate it. If I go into a Chipotle and I'm like, that you're not supposed to have that, I'm not going to order it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What if it looks really fucking good?
I mean, okay, I would order it, but it's like you can't order it and also be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You either have to be like, what the fuck, and not order it, or be like, yeah.
I agree with that statement. I do agree with that statement.
And everybody... I just thought it was weird Chipotle had barbecue. It was good, though. I decided to go back tonight for dinner, and they didn't have it anymore. There was a manager there, so I asked them about it, and they looked at me like I had two heads and said that this is Chipotle. We don't have barbecue. I said, yeah, I had great barbecue here earlier this week. Is it going to become a full-time thing?
There's a guy in the back just shooting you like daggers right now.
Somebody, the worker turns around and they have a full aluminum pan under their shirt.
Just a trench coat.
Once they realized that I wasn't kidding, they looked really surprised and acted kind of weird and just said, no, it's not something you'll ever see again. I just got a bowl and went home. We'll see, I guess. That's it, though. Edit number 4.
Oh!
I was like, that was kind of an anticlimactic.
Seriously, this is it. No more updates. I read through a ton of the comments. A lot of hate from me, but also a lot of people pointing out the legitimate health concerns of someone bringing in outside food. I decided to do the right thing and just call the non-emergency line for the police and let them know as well.
What the
The
fuck
police.
Okay, I'm done. I hope that's the end of that.
You're a bad
Why are you
person.
calling? The police aren't going to do shit about that.
Edit number 5.
All right.
Over or under on how many edits? Do we think we're getting 6.5?
How do you have half?
Heck, we've talked about this on the pod before.
Wow, I really had no idea this would upset so many people. I was just trying to share my strange experience and do the right thing. Despite all of the hate, thank you for those who DM'd me with advice, especially lawyers. It sounds like I might actually be a victim of this Chipotle falsely selling food to me that they said is Chipotle. Figuring out what my legal options are. I don't want this to become too big of a deal, but it seems like this isn't right and someone has to do something about it.
So go
So
back
you are a
to
narc.
when they said they weren't a Karen.
Well, their name is u/sniper buzzcut.
Whoa.
Okay. So Karen.
They're an ROTC Karen.
Sniper buzzcut.
Yeah, I'm gonna see.
Love that.
That was the last that we were sent in for the updates. Unfortunately, we don't know if he's suing Chipotle corporate for eating good barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought this
And
was
how is he gonna
America.
prove that?
That's the thing. Like, the manager didn't know about it. How are they?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there might be cameras, but let me see if the guy has posted more. Let's go to u/sniper buzzcut on Reddit.
This guy sucks. But it does make sense if he is like an ROTC kid. It does actually all make sense.
They have not updated anything else, and they have no other people. Boy, frequent commenter on r/am I the asshole.
Oh no, he's gonna hear this.
Good.
Fuck.
No, they're gonna look into legal actions against us. We're fucked.
What a weird story, eh?
Yeah, very weird.
Would you eat if you walked into Chipotle and they had like cake? Not even like Trace Leche's cake, which might make like thematic sense. We're just talking like fucking Jello cake that was clearly homemade.
I do love a Jello cake.
I do love Jello cake.
Are you
too,
ordering a slice of that cake?
'cause
Probably not.
I don't ever get desserts from a restaurant. Even the barbecue. Even the barbecue, it's like.
Well, you've already made up your mind what you get.
Yeah, I can't get something different.
How close would it have to be? Like if you walked in Chipotle and they were selling like churros, would you
mean-
be like,
There's a chance.
but it was just in an aluminum can, like off to the side, or aluminum tin.
I would try it. I probably.
Can I get a churro bowl actually?
Ooh.
Tortilla on the side.
They
This
charge you
next
for that
one
nowadays.
is
It's like
from
50 cents.
Teddy.
Off submitter.
Hello, Judgies. Feel free to use my name. Pretty sure this is another third submission of the day. The other one, Teddy, not reading. I'll tell you what, you're way too close to the sun with the third submission.
Ooh, sorry, Teddy.
But I will look it up because there was a fun little message on it. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm having a slow ass day at work. Speaking of ass, ... r/McDonald's employees.
Whoop.
Night manager won't stop twerking.
Shut
Whoa.
up. I have that one saved.
Well, now unsave it. That's proof that you love Teddy's stories.
That's proof.
Did they say that I didn't?
I don't know what is Teddy like a traumatic experience that you're like suppressing.
I don't.
You read so many Teddy submissions, and every time you're like, "This is Teddy," you're like, "Who's Teddy?" Like you're supposed
No,
to
I
know who
read
that is.
Teddy.
Okay.
But you forget that you hate them every time. The stories, that is, not Teddy.
Am I supposed to hate Teddy?
Yes. It's kind of like a whole thing that we've been working years to
Interesting.
become part of your brand. But speaking of brand,
My brand.
Roar and I watched this movie starring Jake Johnson, who's the other guy
Okay.
from New Girl,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and pretty good movie.
Is that where he's gonna win $1 million, but he can't die?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called? Is that his new movie that just came out?
It's not new. It came out in like March of 2023. Actually, I thought it was new because I saw stuff on TikTok about it. But
Well, I keep getting. He's like been doing like podcasting rounds. Like
Yeah.
he's just been on a bunch of random podcasts.
yeah, no, it was a good movie. It was called. It was like something, you know.
Please don't
Oh,
destroy.
okay.
What's the one movie he's in? Is that what it's called?
That's the name of
The time travel one?
Yeah.
Isn't Please Don't Destroy the SNL
It's
sketch
not
group?
Please Don't Destroy.
That could be.
This movie you're talking about is Self-Reliance.
Self-Reliance. Yep, pretty good. It was a fun little movie, little romp. Anywho, back to
Safety not guaranteed.
Safety Not Guaranteed. That's the one.
Back
It's a
to.
good movie.
Night manager won't stop twerking.
I don't know. That sounds like a good manager to me. That's called morale.
It's team building, really.
Yeah.
I've been working at McDonald's for 2 years now, and everything has been smooth sailing.
Okay.
Good management and coworkers. However, the opportunity arose about 2 months ago to switch to the night shift. It's extra pay, and I'm a night person, so I immediately took it.
I feel like that would make me want to work it less. If I'm like, no, I thrive at night, I'd be like, I want that to be me time.
Have you ever worked in a food setting?
Fair enough.
You kind of got to be like on your shit if you work in a food setting.
Fair enough.
Kind of sucks. It drains you. The night crew is completely different, and I hardly knew anyone. It was going well until I met the manager. Our first interaction was her yelling at me for taking too long to prepare orders. Fine, I can handle some constructive criticism here and there. I didn't let first impressions determine what kind of person she was. But it just keeps getting worse. Every time she walks past the frying station, she twerks. In the break room, she twerks. In the dining area, she twerks. And what baffles me is that the other employees don't even bat an eye.
I think she just has Skyrim twerk mod installed. It sounds like she's just walking.
I guess the other employees have become accustomed to it. It's just normal to them now. However, I cannot get used to this. In the middle of my shift on my break, she barged into the break room and started twerking unprovoked whilst I tried to enjoy a fish fillet, which is really impossible to do.
To enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I immediately, you know, a sandwich is not good when they're like only half a piece of cheese on this one.
They only do half
And
cheese.
they charge you a full cheese slice to get the other half of the cheese. And it's not cheap. You might think that what's it called? A McFish?
Filet o fish.
Filet of fish? Really fucked up with the naming convention there, McDonald's. It's like $5 for a sandwich.
Yeah. Well, it's limited time.
It's not. I immediately...
I'm pretty sure it's all year round, isn't it?
It's all real? Yeah. Aurora gets it sometimes. She hasn't in a long time, though, to be fair.
I thought that was just for the Catholics.
No. Anywho,
Whoop-de-woo.
started twerking unprovoked while I was trying to enjoy a fish fillet. I immediately lost my appetite. Sometimes she even twerks to the beat of the beeping. Like the McDonald's.
It's
Beep,
so...
beep, beep, beep.
That's funny, though.
I just don't know what I can do about this. I'm too scared to tell her to stop as I don't want to start any unnecessary confrontation. Should I ask to be switched back to days? Should I tell somebody? I'm simply at a loss.
If it's that big of a deal, switch back to days. But I don't know. Maybe I'm built different. I feel like I could just ignore it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like something I would like that would like bother me to my core.
I'm just built different.
I think
That
so.
doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Well, it clearly bothers some.
Clearly.
I could see how it could get annoying.
Was he...
Oh my god.
Were they the only person in the break room? Why is the person coming in and twerking in...
Okay,
break
so
room?
this is me assuming something. So
Okay.
I don't like doing that because,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I feel like, you know, it's just, you know, when you have a song in your head
Okay.
and you're just like, ba, 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 da, I'm loving it. And then you just pop out a twerk, you know, or you start dancing
Okay.
a little bit. I think she's just like randomly twerking when
Yeah.
because she's listening to a song in her head. So like, I don't think she's meaning it as like a sexual, like, I doubt she's fucking breaking down GTA 6 fucking trailer style on the top of a hood. I think she's just fucking shaking her ass a little bit.
I don't know. I feel like this is fitting for a night shift. I feel like if you're going to be a night shift manager and you want to have team morale, you got to be twerking.
I don't even want to read the title of the other story. It's just straight up a sexual assault story. It's very upsetting.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
But the little blurb that Teddy sent with it. Hello, Judges, people. I found some vile shit. Don't read the title. It gives it away. Also, Josh, I do appreciate you taking the time to look through story submissions. I'm a big fan of your commentary channel at HashonYT. What the hell? Thank you for reading the fucked up stories I send in. Don't know why they all pop up on my app homepage. I hope you get hit with a carrot for choosing to read this. I'm not reading this one, Ted. This was a miss. It's an interesting story because it's upsetting.
It's so dark and twisted and fucked up.
It's kind of like, you know, it's a real situation that happens, but
Too heavy?
yeah, it's
Too heavy for the comedy podcast?
yeah, it's not for us. But you know, it is for us.
A break?
Yeah, big old fat ad break.
Big break.
Yeah.
Is this our big break?
Ooh. One can only hope. Or I guess three could hope. You've been texting him all day.
Business.
Boy, we have one business conversation. We're getting freaking lambasted over here.
Well, I'm never included in business conversations, so I don't want to be. Don't
It's
don't
about
include
thumbnail
me.
design for our
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Don't include me in that. I don't give a fuck.
You know what I do want to include you in on, Erica, is I can't wait to.
Let me tell you about this circle jerk.
You like an idiot?
That sounds so much better.
Debatable.
No, it sounds so much better. It's crisper.
Cas9, gene editing software technology. That's cool. This is a real quick one. That's not even the circle jerk.
You infamously hate genetics. Why are we even bringing up CRISPR right now?
CRISPR-Cas9's sick. What do you mean?
CRISPR what?
You are very
Are you
anti-geneticist.
Did you say CRISPR cast iron?
CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing software.
Yeah.
It's-
R.I.P. that guy. He went missing. So
Well, yeah, he started fucking around. And he found out.
yeah.
He copied somebody else's shit.
their genes.
No, the other people copied it and then they killed him.
Yeah, no, he's the one that came with the technology, and they're like, the government's like, hey, you're gonna come work for us, and then he has been gone for like the last 5 years.
No, it's biochemistry. I learned about biochemistry. It's fucking sick.
It is very cool.
You guys are saying that now. Wait until we have fucking superhumans for the ultra wealthy, and then we're fucking just schlubs.
Yeah, that'd be
Schlubs and
that'd be
bubs.
so different than the way we are currently.
I'm just saying it's gonna be a lot different.
Yeah. You think old people might get like first access to good, decent healthcare, and everybody else has to like not have healthcare? You think that's what it's gonna be like?
No,
That's
think
what it's
gonna be-
currently like, is what I'm saying.
That's all right. I get.
It's not all right.
Oh, I'm not. I didn't mean it that way.
Got your ass. Hey,
You got my ass. Cut it out. Cut it. Fuck.
Editor, please.
This is real quick. This is a continued attack on the Christian front. Dear Judgies, I finally checked out Tucky Chrissy on OnlyFans. I am saddened to see there are so few posts. Also sad that we are unable to send tips. Hugs and pisses. XOXO. Gossip Girl from. They don't say if I can say their name, but I'll just say the first one.
Okay.
Chastity, which is ironic.
That is
Chastity
ironic.
was checking out OnlyFans.
Can you just let me run your account, please?
Yeah, you said you had a bunch of pictures of me,
I
and then
do.
we don't know. We had 2 more pictures of me tucking in my shirt.
Yeah, but you can like change the saturation. You can do fan cams with those two
Yeah,
pictures.
I've got content.
Post
so-
one and then
For me?
Yeah.
Okay.
post one on there, and then somebody kind take it, download it, make a Sugar Crash Hyperpop edit, and then we'll post that too.
So when they said they couldn't give tips, do I not have my not have my payment set up right?
I don't know, man. Hey, I'm not very versed
That
on
sucks.
the OnlyFans
I don't think I must
payment
not. I must not have a fucking bank account linked to it. But I think you had to set it up.
I'll download the app. We'll
It's a
get it
little
set up.
sketchy. It's a little sketchy to set up OnlyFans. You have to send them like a picture of your ID and shit.
I think you have to do that for PayPal too.
Do you? It felt weird.
Is it not an app?
No, there's no OnlyFans app.
Oh.
Especially on Apple. They wouldn't allow that.
Anywho, this is the Circle Jerge that I am not in the right thing on my phone for, but it's been requested for so freaking long, guys.
Auroraisms?
No.
It's back, Auroraisms.
Yes!
All right, folks. She was looking at we were at a grocery store, looking at which bunch of bananas to grab, and she just stares at them blankly for about 8 seconds, then says, I always get lost.
Yeah. I feel that, dog. I feel that.
Wait, from staring at bananas or
Yeah.
just...
Trying to figure out which bananas to get, and you're just like, yeah.
I'm going to say it. Too many bananas on the banana stand at Walmart. There's too many.
Depends on what day you go. Sometimes I go and there's literally 2.
Okay. Also, can we pick a ripeness, fellas? Sometimes they're so underripe, and sometimes they're like, throw these away, Walmart. What are you doing? Unless you're going to turn these into banana bread, get them off the stand.
The issue is with me and Aurora's bananas likings is I like them a lot more ripe than she does.
You know, the more ripe they are, the more sweet they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's why to make banana bread, you have to have them like all brown.
Yeah. Next one. I have autistic Riz. That's how I bagged you.
It's true.
She said, this was so funny. And this was kind of better in context, but without context. I used to walk through people's yards and drink from their garden hoses.
Just random people?
Walking through the yards, I get it. Drinking out of their garden hose.
Just as a child, just walking into strangers' yards and drinking out of a stranger's faucet.
Bub, that's sick and twisted.
Roar.
Does it taste like? Here's the thing: water tastes better out of a hose.
Mm-hmm.
Does it taste better out of other people's hoses?
They always say the best drink from a hose is a cold one.
Okay.
Second best drink from a hose is a free one.
Okay.
Third best drink from a hose is, what's the last one? Shower hose.
What?
Shower hose. Next one here. Rachel, friend of the show, Ratchlia X, gets a lot of comments that she looks like Kat Dennings.
Okay.
And then Aurora said, I look like Kat Dennings, my boobs.
Yeah.
So that was a fun little thing. Aurora says, I gotta get a horse. This is embarrassing.
What is the context there?
She's been gaming on Stardew Valley recently.
Okay.
I was just in there like talking to her or something. I wasn't like critiquing her by any means. Not this time. And I'm just like standing there and she's just like walking through town in Stardew Valley. She's just like in the middle of like our conversation just goes, I gotta get a horse. This is embarrassing. It's like embarrassing to who?
To you and your speed, you got a fucking speedrunner broken brain, Josh. You're just like, that's not an optimal line.
And I think this was 2 nights ago. She said, this was all in the past like week, by the way.
I've thought so.
This was like, I think it was 2 nights ago. She has a, her FaceTime or nighttime routine, washing her face. She has like a three night cycle or something. I don't fucking know. But she was washing her face. What?
Like a 3-step?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like something cycles every 3 days. Like you do one thing one day, and the next day you do the next step, and the next day you do the next step.
Okay.
And so she was washing her face and she was talking to me. And while she was talking to me, I snuck out of the bathroom without her hearing me. And so she kept talking. And then she, while washing her face, goes, what's in front of me right now? Did you pull out your penis and balls?
Say penis and balls.
Yeah. It was not my penis and balls. There was nothing in front of her because I had left the room. I was watching her through a crack in the door as a bit.
You little creep.
It was a bit.
I don't. It's okay. I can be a little sick fucker if it's a bit.
I do it all the time where like I'll just like be like, I'm bye. Like we'll be like showering together and then we're out and I'm ready to go and she's still got to do stuff. So just like bye, I'll leave and I'll close the door and just have the crack open and then we just lock eyes and we laugh. It's kind of a cute little thing.
That is a lot cuter when you explain it like that.
And there is one last. Yeah, she always knows I'm doing. I'm not just being a fucking weirdo.
I also thought you were being a fucking weirdo at first.
Why would I just say that?
I don't know.
You thought this was a safe and open place where you could be
a fucking weirdo. There, you know how the bathroom downstairs has that little like mudroom area around it? The door opens and it closes off a little area. For maybe the first, I don't know, how long have we been dating? 3.5, a little over almost 3.5 years. For the first, I don't know, 3 years we were dating, I would leave the bathroom first and she'd always get mad at me, telling me like, no, wait for me, even though like I gotta go take the dog somewhere, go do something. So I would leave the bathroom and she'd be like, no, come back. And then I would just hide in that little alcove, sometimes for like 20 minutes because she was still doing shit in the bathroom. And I would just sit there and wait until she walked out and scare her. And
that's the long game.
It is a long game, yeah.
A little shit.
And it took about 3 years to catch on. But that's sort of where the crack in the door started, because sometimes she would look through that little crack in the other side of the door and catch me, yeah. Anywho.
Josh is a little freak.
Should I throw in the other one that I've only gotten one thing for? This is such a Christian thing to do right now. Christian, while we were working out, maybe like 6 weeks ago, said something, and I was like, I'm gonna make a new circle jerk called Stolen Ponders from Pissy. And this is not while he's allegedly under anything other than potentially pre-workout.
Allegedly.
You
can still get pre-workout.
Sorry.
Things that he says to me that make me go, huh. And it's a really good one. And is gym culture so big because of the lack of third places? And I was like, huh.
But the gym is a third place.
Yeah.
But that's the only one that's like affordable and like reasonable.
Is that why it's so popular?
Is that why it's so popular? Really makes you think.
Makes it go,
Yeah. Anywho, this is now a listener submitted sound, which we do before a listener submitted story. This one is from Azaria. Feel free to use my name Azaria, pronounced Azaria, not Azaria. Found the pod back in 2023 in February and have been listening to the whole back catalog since.
Okay.
Quite the undertaking.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and yours is by far my favorite. With a U in favorite. British. Enjoy the little lesson from my homeland of Wales.
Oh.
Well,
Is Wales is part of Britain? Yeah, it's on the island.
yes.
It's on the British Isles.
It's the northern part, right? Or is it?
Southwest.
Okay.
And keep on being hilarious. Hugs and pisses, Azaria. I would have never not read it as Azaria, but because she put the phonetic spelling, now I'm like, am I saying Azaria wrong? Anywho, this is Azaria's listener submitted.
It's just Benny Hill.
Did you know that the Welsh for carrot is moron? That means every time you throw the carrot at Josh, you're actually throwing a moron at a... Editor adding carrot bonk here for the punchline.
Do we need to rip the Welsh accent editor throwing carrot bonk here?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty fun little quip, little sentence.
Moron.
Yeah, how about that? Thank you, Azaria. It's a very fun listener submitted sound, and that always comes before. And Christian always comes before the
That's
listener
right.
submitted story.
I'm a generous lover like that.
Generous to himself.
Is the gift of giving.
I was going to
Come.
say, I'm giving you something.
You don't give him shit. You only take. This one's from E, not the channel. Hey, Judgies. You can call me E, she, her.
Hello.
This is called My Fart Tore Apart a Friend Group.
Oh.
Before
It's
the
kind of
pan-
poetic.
Poetic.
Yeah.
Poetic.
Nice.
Thank you.
Was the name Poem after Edgar Allan Poe?
No.
I think.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Well,
I promise.
Check about it.
What about playwright? Came from the word Bill Wright, which is
came
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Wow. Old Billy Shakes. Back before the pandemic, Pandy, they said that, not me, my then boyfriend / now husband took a trip to Chicago. I love all the things spooky, so we got tickets to a walking tour around downtown Loop that centered on mobsters and morbidity. Our group had about 30 people in it and made frequent stops along the 90-minute tour. We had an extended break halfway through at the Palmer House, a swanky old money hotel that Al Capone used to throw parties at.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody I know stay at the Palmer House.
Your parents?
Ah.
At the end of the break, I was in the lobby with about half the group as we were waiting for my husband and the rest of the group to finish up their drinks or whatever they were doing. Standing there, I felt a fart building, and I knew I needed to release it before we started walking again.
No,
I
you
mean-
hit the back of the pack.
Yeah.
Or you go, oh, gotta tie my shoe, I'll catch up, and then you fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like walking is the best time to do it.
Yeah.
Also, everybody's farting while they walk. How do you guys propel yourself if you're not farting while you're walking?
Boo.
I'm just saying, do you fart when you run? Because I fart every
No.
single time I run. Every single step is a...
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's a real deja vu moment
Boo.
because you've had this exact conversation on this podcast in the downstairs studio. Somebody will look it up. One of you fucking freaks will know. I leaned against the Waz. I'm going to assume wall here.
Okay.
I leaned against the wall and let it out as slowly as I could. Coast was clear, not a peep. But then one of the lobby doors opened and wind from the street rushed in,
Ooh.
pushing my silent fart cloud right into the face of
No.
a member of a group of 40s-ish women. I could tell the moment it hit her from the way her face contorted. Instead of looking around and trying to find the culprit like I thought she would, her eyes got big and she yelled, "Michelle!" at one of her friends.
I would recognize that fart from anywhere, Michelle.
Michelle looked at her and asked, "What?" Then the first woman leaned over to another friend and whispered to her. That woman then said, "Really, Michelle? You had to pass gas here?" To which Michelle started protesting vehemently that it wasn't her. But her friends didn't listen and kept harping on her. All the while I was standing off to the side like eye lip emoji.
Lip, I lip, honey.
Once everyone returned, we took off again. My husband and I ended up behind the group of women. For the rest of the tour, they would not let up on Michelle about the fart. At one point, my husband quietly asked me, "What the hell did Michelle do?" I just looked at him with a deadpan expression and replied, "Someone farted." He instantly knew what happened and started fully belly laughing. I don't know if those ladies are still friends after the incident, but I want to say thank you, Michelle, for taking the fall. And sorry that your friends don't think farts are funny. P.S. In a previous episode, Christian said that the roads in Indiana are dog shit. And as a Hoosier, I have to agree. Thanks,
Yeah.
E, that was excellent.
I'm glad we're here to get it off your
Excellent.
conscience.
What
That had to eat you up.
Do you think maybe...
Good one. Eat.
Oh,
It wasn't that intentional, but I'm glad.
Oh, well.
cerebral. Do you think maybe E was inspired by like the tactics of Al Capone and sort of hired a hit on Michelle's friend's face?
Wow.
She had a getaway driver and everything just blended into a crowd. No one knew. It's very mobster of you, E.
You got a lot of moxie, E.
Don't
This
leave me, baby.
last one of this night.
Have you seen that TikTok?
What did you say?
I said, "Don't leave me, baby." Did you ever see the TikTok of the Denise, the like Heaven's receptionist or whatever?
No.
That's what she like first went viral for. But anyway, she did. Her and her friends were in like a thrift store, and they found like 1920s, 30s era props, and they did like a whole skit. Like, yeah, she
I don't recognize her at all. Sorry.
very, very funny. I'll send you the TikTok because it's hilarious.
This last one is from the oftest of submitters.
Knox?
No?
Anthony Serrato,
No.
Angie Frakes,
Close, but no.
What did you say?
Angie Frakes.
First name's very close.
I know who now.
Sal! Thank you, Sal. This story from Reddit is
yes.
dark, but wild as
Twisted.
hell.
Fucked
I
up.
want to skip some parts because it's kind of long. It's not that long. I copied the text from the post and email, blah, 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 blah. Love the one, the only, Sal. Kissy emoji. This is a wild relationship drama ride, let me tell you. So originally posted on r/marriage. This is
That's
best of,
not a whoop, right?
no.
Okay.
Best of Redditor updates is what it is. Title: My whole marriage is built on lies.
Uh-oh.
I don't know who to trust.
I think I have this one saved.
It's juicy. I am not the oop. The oop is r/throwaway account 371. My whole marriage is built on no one to trust. I am using a burner account.
Nobody fucking cares.
I am afraid that this will be leaked by him, but I am on my work computer. I am a 45-year-old female. My husband is a 47-year-old. We have 3 daughters, 20 female, 19 female, 15 female. What I thought was a perfect family was a lie orchestrated by my husband. We moved into a new home closer to my middle daughter's college. As I was unpacking some stuff, I came across my husband's box. I was just checking if things were missing or not. So I opened it, and I found some stuff. That stuff was photos of me when I was 20 years old. There are pictures of me going to my college, to my gym, hanging out with my friends. There were lists of the places I used to visit when I was 20.
They're just listing off their places that they used to have back in the past.
But here's the thing, smartass. They actually wrote that. They knew that somebody was going to interject and be a smartass. But here's the thing. I met my husband when I was 22.
Oh.
Yikes.
So why does he have numerous pictures of me in different places from 20?
Stolen from your parents.
And these
photo
aren't
albums?
like posed pictures. These are like
These are
stalker
Josh
pictures.
looking through a crack in the door pictures.
I want to throw up.
Yikes.
He had pictures of me in my own apartment back then.
Oh, no.
As I went into the rabbit hole, I discovered many things. A list of the places I normally went back then, like my gym, my library, my classes. He had lists of all my friends and their names in a diary, which this is why we don't support journaling on this podcast.
Man.
This is just one reason.
Giving Diariers. Really giving Diariers a bad name.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
It really sucks we didn't think of that on the first episode about Diaries.
Yeah, journalists and diariers. Yeah. He even had the list of all the guys I had ever dated back then. I found his diary from 1998. Most of the entries were about me. I didn't even know who he was back then. He didn't exist for me. I won't bore you with the details, but basically I found out that he had staged the day we met for the first time. To woo me, he took a job as a bartender at the bar I usually went to. He then spiked my drinks that I passed out, and he could save me.
What the fuck?
It worked because I was very much impressed by him. I mean, any guy would take advantage of a drunk girl, but he didn't.
He was also the bartender. I feel like
He's
that's
also the
part of
one
his
that
job.
spiked your drink.
He took me to my home safely where my roommate received me. It's a weird way to phrase it. I forgot my purse in the bar, which was my husband's ploy too. He stole my purse that I would have to come back and get it. From there, we started dating. I do not want to say everything he did was a lie, but that's all that was. Now I know why he always bought things that I liked. I thought we were soulmates, but in reality, he was just a creep who stalked me for 2 years. I never felt like I was in his control. In fact, he'd always showered me with love. He was not controlling or abusive. He had always been there for me. He was so sweet, passionate, and caring that I felt like the luckiest girl in the world to be with him. Even now, when I told him I have to work the day before Christmas, he smiled and said, "No, don't worry, I'll handle it." Now, this is all a lie. I don't even know the person who I married. How can I ever trust him? We have built our lives around a lie. How can I tell my children that their father is a con? I feel like I'm going crazy. No one's going to believe me. He's created this image about himself that he can do no wrong. Please help me sort these feelings. I do not know what to feel.
Oof.
Is he still being a weirdo? I don't know. It's very, very creepy, and it fucks up. I don't even know how to process this. I
Yeah.
think.
It's impossible to process. Like, where do you go from there?
I have no idea what I would do.
They say in a comment about the photos specifically, those aren't photos that she shared publicly. Those photos were taken by him while he was creeping on me. So they were candid photos. I haven't even met him back then, and it's very ironic that you were more concerned about some fucking weird ass commenter being like, "Why are you going through his box?" Like, hey bud, was it weird to go through the box? Maybe. You found it though.
But
It's not
that
weird anymore.
It's not that weird when
If you're
you've been
moving,
married for 20 something years and you just moved into a new house. Like,
That's what I was gonna say. It's like,
You're
why does he
unpacking.
have a him box?
yeah,
I wouldn't have a me box if we move somewhere.
no.
Wow, it says something a lot about your guys' relationship. It's true.
What's true?
Your
Open,
relationship-
honest.
Your relationship is true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that. I didn't.
I'm
Right there.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna have to take a job as a bartender to woo you at one point. It
When
would
you
have
were
sucked.
when you were 15.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to get a fake
Well,
ID.
it be, mister. Someone's saying that the story's fake, which, whatever. Next update.
I forgot there's an update.
This is a couple of months later. So it was originally posted on December 24th, 2023. This update's from January 15th of this year. So just a couple days ago. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Throwaway account for obvious reasons. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to give you guys an update. Thanks for all the comments and advice. I know many of you are eager for an update. So here it is. Short story. We are separated. For the rest of the update, I'm about to give it to you. Here is the rest of the update.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay.
But they did say like half of that. Short story, we're separated. We're both attending therapy individually and couples therapy. We are not getting a divorce for now.
Okay.
But I did tell my girls the truth. Long version? Do we want the long version?
I mean, I could use the long version.
The day after I posted this, I started to plan how I wanted to approach it. I acted like everything was normal during Christmas, but my husband had noticed that I was concerned. It was hard faking everything that I knew.
Now you're realizing how hard of a job he had. Sorry.
Not so easy to lie. Huh?
That was concerning.
I don't think English is their first language. It's not written very great in the grammar department. It was hard faking everything, knowing how much he had lied. After the Christmas dinner, I sat down with my husband and told him everything. I even showed him what I had found. I asked him to tell me the truth. He didn't deny anything. He said that he once saw me at the gym and knew he wanted to meet me. So he followed me around. Back then, all my hangout places, gym, college, were in the same area, so he said it was easy for him. He would often be sitting outside my house some days to see where I go. Then, when he saw the bar I used to go to with my friend quite often, he somehow managed to get a job there, and you know the rest. At that moment, I felt sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
I was overwhelmed with fear and anger. I was crying. My husband came to comfort me, and I screamed at him, "Don't touch me, you fucking creep." I can see he was hurt by it. He was begging me to forgive him. He said that he knows what he did was wrong, but the love he had for me was true. We didn't sleep the whole night. I pressured him to tell me everything. How much did he control my life, How much did he control my life, or I will tell the girls everything. He was honest. He said the night we met was the only thing he orchestrated. Everything else was true. He didn't follow me. He trusted me and begged me to not leave him. When the morning came, I urged my husband to tell my girls the truth because I wanted separation, and I do not want to hide anything from them. We didn't tell him anything about the stalking. We didn't tell them anything about the stalking. I feel like that's the whole
most
thing.
important part.
How else would you explain any of it?
I guess if you only talk about like that night at the bar,
Which, I mean, he drugged her.
her, yeah.
He date raped. Well, he gave her the date rape drug.
Yeah.
that's all I can think. Otherwise, why? Yeah, how does it? What do the like daughters gain from any of the knowledge if it doesn't include the stalking and him being weird?
We didn't tell them anything about the stalking, just the fact that we will be separating and we still love them. My youngest didn't take it well. My oldest and middle child were understanding. I told my husband he and I both need therapy to see where we stand. I was seriously questioning my marriage, but then again, he was the best partner I've ever had. You guys met when you were 22. It's like the only partner you've had.
Yeah.
He is a perfect husband and a good father. I remember those times where we would enjoy the snow on New Year's and barely get out of bed and just talking about how good a relationship was or whatever the fuck.
Little did I know he was making the snow. It was fake snow outside the window.
We live in Arizona. He never cheated on me. He could have, but he didn't. That's why divorce is not an option.
I don't even like he could have, but he didn't. Like literally anyone could cheat on anyone at any time and choose not to. Like what?
It's also extremely low bar.
Yeah.
We will see how we can move past this through therapy. This might just be my last update, unless things change.
And?
That's all I got.
That is awesome.
Boo.
There's some comments, but they're not super interesting.
That's pretty wild.
The dude, like, I don't know how you could, like, I know it's very hard to process, but, like, even if he has been a good husband and a father, like, he fucking drugged you.
Yeah.
How, because, like, I from all you know, it's only happened the one time, but, like, what if he needs something else in the future? You don't know what the fuck he's going to do?
Or what else he's capable of doing?
Yeah.
Or if he did this to somebody else before you and got...
Yeah.
Has everybody seen the show You on Netflix? This is some Joe Goldberg shit.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, well, this is what he does. Except for he murders the women that find out about him. So.
Spoiler.
Fuck. Nah, I guess I don't got to watch it.
I mean, it's a decent show.
I heard it got ruined.
The last season's kind of like...
Yeah.
It's like ran its course, you know?
They jumped the shark with the last season.
Yeah, I feel bad for this woman. She clearly... I don't know how you go into, like... he almost even fell... I mean, he did fall straight back into, like, that manipulator tactic of, like, oh, let's go to therapy and work it out.
Yeah.
Like, that. I feel like this really isn't something you can work out.
How can you ever trust him again?
This really feels like a breach of trust.
Yeah.
Like the ultimate breach of trust, maybe. This is probably worse than cheating.
I have to agree.
Yeah.
It's probably worse than cheating. This is a pretty fucking big deal.
Cheating, I feel like, is like, it's like a big, like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
This is like a life-shattering, oh, fuck, this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like their entire relationship is a lie.
Yeah.
Everything started off of his manipulation. Like, There's no telling what she could have done or how she would have reacted to him had it been truly organic.
Right, like a real conversation. And you found out at least, I feel like obviously you would have wanted to find out immediately, but like all of your kids are like old, like they're in college. The youngest was like 16 or 17.
15.
You don't have to worry about like a really young kid like not understanding divorce. Like they should be able to understand that. Like,
I mean, that doesn't necessarily make it that much easier.
I feel like there's so many marriages that don't divorce because it's like, well, we got to stay together for the kid.
Yeah.
At least at this point, 2 of the kids are semi-independent.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry as much. It still sucks. It's still a big fuck. What did you say?
This sucks.
This sucks. But maybe it's just a slightly smaller big this sucks. You know? It's just like shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy when the kids find out about the rest of the story from seeing our TikToks.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
that be awesome?
I mean,
Would it?
depends on how you consider awesome. I mean, like
Money. Cash.
okay, yeah, no, that actually would be awesome then, I guess.
That would suck, dude. Could you imagine fucking learning
They're doing the
family
math.
Like I already get kind of I get a little upset when I learn like family shit from like a secondhand, like a grapevine.
Yeah.
Like sometimes Louise will tell me something about my brother. I'm just like, oh, okay. I feel like I should have somehow I should have been told that. But it's just because they play fucking Tarkov together, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
What?
Tarkov?
It's a video game.
Is that like an acronym?
No, it's a city in Russia, I believe.
Okay. I've never heard of this one.
It's an extraction-based shooter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was enough?
It's
Okay.
crazy that's like, yeah, no, I get it. Because extraction-based shooter, to me, is like, what the fuck does that even mean? I guess I get shooter. I don't know what extraction-based means.
The point of the game is you have to go find somebody and pull them out of the situation they're in.
No, it's pretty close. It's not quite, but
Okay.
it's something like it's akin to like a PUBG
I don't know
or
that one.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's like a lobby with like 40, 50 people in it, but battle royale style.
Fortnite style.
And everybody loads in with a basic kit, and then in the map you find guns, ammunition, upgrades, and then in order to keep that for the next round, you have to go to an extraction point and extract your shit out. But when you do that, everybody on the map gets pinged like, hey, somebody's trying to extract their shit. And so people come in and try to kill you. Anywho, could you imagine fucking finding out important family drama through TikTok?
Yeah. It would really
This asshole's like, your mom got drugged by your dad, and you're just like, what?
This guy's saying, "Oh, that sucks," and then you're sitting there doing the math, like, "Wait, my parents are separated. 22, 15. Oh, what the fuck? My dad did what?
Yeah.
I thought they were just getting separated."
It's wild.
This is why, hey, Oops All Diariers has got to be the title, bud.
I want you to know.
It's hard to spell. I will figure it out.
Friend of the podcat invited me to a journal making night. So
It's different.
Wait, friend of the pod or my old coworker / friend?
old coworker /
Okay,
friend.
I didn't know if there was a different cat that I wasn't aware of.
No. One
Friend
and the
of the
same.
podcat. Can we get a pod? Oh, we have podcasts. What am I talking about?
We're on a podcast right now. This is the podcast.
Podcats. Okay.
Anywho,
Um,
I'll show you all my journal, maybe. Or I won't, and I'll keep it a secret.
wait, what's the journal going to be about?
What do you mean? It's just journal making.
What does that mean?
I'm going to make a journal. I'm
Oh.
going to
Just
build
say-
a book. What do you...
What do you mean?
There's a
What do you
difference between-
mean?
There's a difference between journaling and diarying.
You're a journaler, Christian's a diarrheer.
Yeah.
I think it's the other way around.
He diarrheers like 3 times a day. He goes home and writes about how bad that Buffalo Wild Wing's been on his asshole. So explain journal making. Do you buy like a ring to like
No.
put sheet to like punch the holes in the side of the sheet? And
Do
put,
you
like,
already have a book and you're just kind
construction
of
paper?
decorating the book?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
Whatever you said was wrong, but I don't know the answer.
No, you get like the thing. Like everybody made them when they were in like second grade.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to be that. And if it is, I'm going to be upset.
What
I went to a private Catholic school. I didn't get to do this.
Yeah,
you
you
didn't
did.
like crimp the holes in the end and then have like the plastic.
Spiral.
No, we prayed to God. We didn't have to do a journal.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, Erica, where can they find us?
You can find us on the internet. Any social media that you have, we most likely have that one too. And the handle is most likely at Judgies Pod. JUDGIESPOD. If you want to send in your own listener submitted story or sound or email us whatever is on your mind, that is judgiespod@gmail.com. And if you want to send us listener submitted mail, if you want to send us some stuff in the mail, you could do that at P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois 61350.
And we're not done, folks. That's right. We have a whole nother hour of content over at patreon.com/judgiespod for our
Weekly bonus episode.
Don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good one. You know why?
We're going to talk about my grandma.
Oh.
Because they all are.
They all are.
Good ones.
Anyway, this one's dedicated to you, Grandma.
What if this one does really bad?
She'd love it anyway.
What if this one
That's
kills?
so grandma. So grandma coded.
The Judgies love you.
Have a good week. Bye.